and Fulcrum and Zeta. All right, a lot of people want to see Zeta, so I'll look at Zeta. It's got AI marketing. I'll put that in here. You can get all these models on my GitHub. Zeta Global Holdings. 240 million shares outstanding. Okay, around $1 billion in revenue. I see class action headline on Zeta just as I'm just scrolling randomly. Funny.
Autofilled.
Well, these aren't totally software-like margins. %61%. Somewhere between software and services. Okay. Cash flow positive to around 100 something million, so 40 times earnings. Not bad for the growth rate. Not bad at all. Maybe I should use these guys to try the product out for Godel.
Order partially filled. Order filled.
I'm once again asking for your support for socialism. Bernie Sanders here, listen. I know you might be a capitalist, but look. What you've earned, I deserve. Why not? You didn't earn it, I earned it. Share it with me. Thank you very much. Make America communist again. I don't see the issue. What's the issue? It's just ideology. True communism has never been tried. It's a communal approach. Like socialism. Democratic socialist. New York City man goes on rampage after losing millions of dollars. He reportedly was screaming, "They made me a baggie." Back to you in the studio. Okay. Crazy people out there. Now I'm the bag holder. Everybody gets to hold the bag. Someday.
If you can't beat them, join them. Hold the bag together. That's why these like AMC and GameStop, they're like support groups. Put the fries in the bag, baggy. Yes, Mr. Trump. Shoulda did real estate like I told you. Real estate's easy. The prices only go up. They go up slowly, but they go up. And you never have to worry about the market. My mom used to use the Albanian word for win about the stock market. She said, did you win money? I say, Mom, it's not winning. It's investing. She's like, okay, whatever, Martin. And now I know that my mom was right all along. It's winning. I don't really have a liquidation price. I'm not that crazy. That's like a crypto degen thing. Liquidation price means you have one stock. And if you have one stock, you could be liquidated, but the stock would have to go up quite a lot. Usually when you have one stock in your whole portfolio, that's a great way to get margin called. Last time was a long time ago. 2011, 10? It was a short. It was my one very famous case. It's kind of a weird situation. I ended up settling. It was not great. Nah, I don't want to tell the story. Numora failed. It's a little surprising that it didn't have any effect whatsoever. Some people said they knew it was coming. Some people didn't. It doesn't quite remind me of it. I've had other squeezes like this. It's not really that big of a deal. The important thing is you stay solvent. If you stay solvent, you'll be fine. Because it eventually will drop. I do want to try this. It sounds like good. No, there's times to call it quits. I mean, I think it depends. Each short is different. Like, there's shorts like this where there are really not any fundamentals. It's just the market going crazy. I think that's a very different world than when you're short like a company that's growing and you thought they were overvalued, but they had a really good quarter or something like that. Those are really different from something like this, when it's like just parabolic up, they almost always go parabolic down. It's just a question of when. Like QSI doesn't have anything to do with quantum. QSI is 429. It's up 60%. 60. It's not a quantum thing. Yeah, it's definitely a short. QSI, QUVT. Rigetti was almost out of business. My friend talked to the head of Google Quantum the other day, and even he was like, yeah, it's never going to be a big market. No, blah, blah. I don't know why Google's in this space, just because it's futuristic and cool. Apparently Larry or Sergey was really interested in this stuff personally. I think maybe there was some vague hope that you could do a lot of compute with it somehow. There you go. Dark knows what he's doing. Yeah, Green Mill. It's definitely tricky. This shit is crazy. But exactly. They should do an ATM. I really got to take a Rigetti. I guess I can try to hold it until the market closes. Or I can take off a little early today. No effect whatsoever, I know. Well, I guess the prior effects that we saw with these drugs were fake. They're too small to be reliable. A2 baggy. One day you're the bag holder, one day you're pointing out the bag holder. A2 baggy. Oh my god, I have to go now. I tried to hold it in, it's not going to work. I'll love you guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Hang in there. It's time for the State of the Sava address. Okay, where we leave off on Zeta. I mentioned I wanted to try their program.
That's interesting. Ahabadashah. That is interesting. I mean, when people resign, they do take them off the website. To be fair, right? Or when people get fired. When people get fired for all kinds of things. Unrelated to the corporation. I don't know about rats fleeing the ship. I mean, it's a pretty big institution at this point. Making huge amounts of money. It's almost hard for it to be a fraud because they make so much money. Madoff's problem is he didn't have any money. Oh, he said 10 years. Made a lot of money probably. Sometimes people move on. I think they've done pretty well. I'm not one of those tether truthers. Yeah, I mean, the tether business is pretty simple. They just collect interest, right? I mean, if that original cash is gone, I still think they're okay, right? Like, I don't know. It is definitely food for thought. Shut up, kitty. I'm not sure what you're saying. Are you saying that crypto people are stupid for buying Tether? Or are you saying... I think they get the 4% interest. They're not getting 0%. They're treasury holders. Oh, they're treasury holders. Yeah, the holders of USDT, it's a good question, and USDC, they're using that for transfers. So people in crypto are a little bizarre. If you haven't met any of them, they tend to, like, I have a bunch of USDT, and I don't care about the interests. I probably should, but a lot of people don't think of crypto probably the way you do. That's cash, I guess? I don't know. The crypto mindset is kind of different. Quantum computing, I'm looking for longs and shorts. I want to trade every single quantum computing stock. I don't give a fuck. I only have shorts. There's got to be something I'll be willing to go long to hedge out all this factor risk. It's not that easy, Barricade. You got to get Wall Street excited. You got to have a good team, a good drug, a good plan. Sometimes Wall Street wants to see that you have good investors, and then the good investors want to see that you already have good investors, and it's a circular logic. I know a lot more about quantum computing than most people, but I don't know more about quantum computing than quantum computing experts. There's levels to this. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. I have dentist at 2:30, so I'll be leaving you guys around 2. Yeah, absolutely, Jinzo. I think most people try to limit their shorts to 5% or something like that. I try to limit them to 3,000%. Yo, Luigi's better not be getting out of prison. Because you know that fucker's coming for me next. Yo. Not cool. Not cool at all. I gotta take Luigi out before he takes me out. Shit. CEO of Aetna's like, nah man, I'm retiring, bro. It's over. Sorry, Luigi. Order filled. Order filled. What do you mean? I could give the order tomorrow. He's an MDC. That's my territory. I don't ever go long meme coins. I just try to short them. I don't think I want to do a SPAC, no. Quantum SPAC. You can be long like Solana, or you can go long a meme to hedge another meme. Kathy Wood better not be buying these fucking quantum stocks, bro. You know what? Go ahead, buy them. If it's Kathy Wood, we know how it ends. Buy those shits. Go ahead. What's up, Moxie? Kathy ends the bubbles. When the wild Kathy appears, the bubble is over. Phil Wang way overblown. Now, Kathy would get some rides sometimes. She's been a big Tesla supporter. I think Bankman and Luigi are in the same prison. But they're not going to be in there long term. Luigi's probably going to Penn, where he's going to have to be a white supremacist. He's going to have to join AB. And Diddy. And Mayor Adams. I like Mayor Adams, though. So notice on Zeta you have revenue growth accelerating. I don't really have any thoughts on H1B. Bankman will be out around Christmas Eve, 2040. Yeah. That's what happens when you fuck with these people. What are you doing, kitty? Get out of my face. You big disgrace. Get out of here. Get out of here, Nibbles. Get out of here. Don't scratch me. Don't scratch me. Don't be a bad kitty. No, you don't scratch me. Don't scratch me. She took a little swipe at me. Took a little swipe at me. Took a little swipe. Took a little swipe. A little quick. She missed. It just grazed me. You took a little swipe. I saw that. It's okay. I still love you. Okay, I still love you. Shush up, kitty. Shush up. DEI officer, let's go. Highest paid position. So there's some controversy. These guys. This cat's going nuts. Amazing. hell is this website? Wow, IonQ's back up. That's crazy. These guys look kind of scammy. Content farming. Food's here, BRB. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so there's accounting concerns with Zeta. I mean, the whole practice, their whole business is sort of this weird content thing. Predatory consent. Higherincomejobs.com. Unclaimed money info. I don't think you want users who are baited into these. This company is the reason why you enter your contact info on the internet once and you will get thousands of spam emails. It's because of them. Space, solar, or no, space, nuclear, quantum. What am I missing? What's the hottest shit right now? Yeah, I mean AI is kind of real. VTOL, is that it? eVTOL, VTOL. These guys are really fighting the shorts. GLP-2 is a thing. There is an FDA-approved GLP-2 for short bowel syndrome. Setting the record straight. What? You do a... That's funny. Like... I don't think that their Delta tickets are what's at scrutiny here. But if you read bullet point number 3, that's kind of the example they give. Oh, they have Discus. Have you guys seen that on the web? Discus? DISQUS? It's just, I don't think that they are talking about that. The short seller isn't worried about them buying airline tickets from Delta. Like, if Delta is using their marketing program and the executives use Delta every now and then, I think they're more worried about real serious self-dealing. But yeah, this company is basically I don't think Zeta's a short, but certainly not a long. I don't know. I don't know. It's never a good thing when the short target kind of fights. It's hard to know what to do. You fight back, you look guilty. You don't fight back, you look guilty. If the allegations are good, you're fucked. The only thing you could really do is keep performing, have good quarterly results, and that's about it. It kind of seems what this company is doing. But you're ultimately you can't sleep well at night as an investor because you just never know when the if or when the shoe's gonna fall, right? So here's it all has great earnings. Everything was great. And then the short report comes out. Stock tanks, stock recovers, stock tanks again. And one of the problems with these short reports as a manager is you basically say to your colleagues at the company, all right, we got to tighten up. Whatever these guys are on, even if they're wrong, we better figure out the hell we're doing over here. Better be conservative. Stop fucking around. And that, can sometimes result in the business being reined in. Like, take the most promotional shit we're doing and walk it back a little bit because they're on our ass, That's the kind of thing that I would do if I were a CEO targeted by a short seller. I'd make sure everything's squeaky clean. I don't want any of this. I think they call that heat.
Order cancelled.
I don't want any heat. You're bringing heat on me, right? Yeah, I mean, the content farming stuff is pretty aggressive. Like, I think that's when you meet with management, you say, how do you actually do what you do? It's important to figure that out. This is what happens when you bring heat.
Where the fuck you get off talking to people about me behind my back going over my head?
What people?
What people would you think I wasn't gonna find out?
I don't even know what you're talking about, Nick.
No, you said I'm bringing heat on you?
See? They're bringing heat on you. So the shorts write this report, and then the FTC's reading it,
Order filled.
CFPB's reading it, all these guys start reading it. DOJ, and they're like, let's fuck with these guys.
Order cancelled.
And that's heat. That's how they brought heat on.
I gotta listen to people because of your fucking shit? You're ordering me out? You better get your own fucking army, pal.
I didn't do anything. I didn't order you or anybody. I only told Andy Stone that you had a lot of heat on you, and that was a problem.
You want me to get out of my own fucking town?
Yeah, I said let the bullshit blow over for a while so I can run the casino. Anything goes wrong with the casino, it's my ass. It's not yours, it's my ass.
I don't know whether you know this or not, but you only have your fucking casino because I made that possible. I'm what counts out here, not your fucking country clubs or your fucking TV shows. And what the fuck are you doing on TV anyhow? I get calls from back home every fucking day. They think you went batshit.
I'm only on TV because I gotta be able to hang around the casino. You understand that?
You
know that.
fucking
Come on.
ass. You could have had the food and beverage job without going on television. You wanted to go on TV.
Yeah, I did want to go on TV. That way I have a forum. I can fight back. I'm known. People see me. They know they can't fuck around with me like they could if I was an unknown. That's right.
You're making a big fucking spectacle of yourself.
Me? I wouldn't even be in this situation if it wasn't for you. You brought down so much fucking heat on me. And every time I meet somebody here, the big question is, do I know you?
Oh, sure. Now you want to bring your fucking license on me.
No,
is that it?
Nicky, when you asked me if you could come out here, what did I tell you? You asked me, and I knew you were going to come out no matter what I said, but what did I tell you? Do you remember what I told you? Do you remember what I told you?
1 minute. I asked you, when the fuck did I ever ask you if I could come out here? Get this through your head, Get this through your head, you Jew motherfucker, you. You only exist out here because of me. That's the only reason. Without me, you, personally, every fucking wise guy still around, I'll take a piece of your fucking Jew ass. That way you're gonna go. Your fucking warrant don't ever go over my fucking head
I like
again,
how he
you motherfucker,
gets his nose.
you.
Grabs his nose. Yeah, or I don't know what to tell you. There was this big Jewish casino mafia, so I think they were trying to be true to form there, probably how it looked and acted. And, you know, Jews had to interact with Italians, who had to interact with all kinds of crazy figures. This was, I want to say, the birth of Las Vegas. And there were a number of Jewish gangsters, including, I think that movie, in fact, somewhat accurately portrays around that time the way that all went down. But, you know, Las Vegas had a big mafia presence. It's changed a lot. I'm pretty sure, but I really don't know. Yeah, it was a good movie. But yeah, I think Meyer Lansky is portrayed in the film. Or is it, what do they call him? Hyman Roth, I think? I don't know. It's a history I'd rather not learn. Got too much of that, dose of that in prison. I was around all of that in prison. The guys in prison, those guys are like Steve Cohen and Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk. You know, the famous gangsters. That's kind of their... Ace Rothstein. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it's always the same, you know. Crime is crime. It'll always be around. Hyman Roth is in The Godfather, that's right. Yeah, so all these movies tried to somewhat accurately depict the awkward relationship Jewish business people, I'll put it that way, had with emerging Italian business people. It's a euphemism. Mo Green. Well, you know, Albanians had to do the same thing. I mean, basically, the history of immigration, which is why, again, I don't know anything about H-1B, but the history of immigration is that when your people come to a country and all the jobs, legitimate jobs and good jobs are taken by the people that are already there, the only jobs that exist for you are criminal or pseudo-criminal. So when Italians came to America, you know, the Irish were here. The Irish came to America, they had to deal with things. When the Jews came to America, nobody wanted them around. They wanted all the jobs. They were very educated. They had to do fur. They had to do real estate. They had to do law. They had to do stuff that a lot of people didn't want to do, and they had to do things in their own community in a lot of ways. So it was a very weird thing. And you still have, almost 100 years later, I think Jews came to America in the 20s. But, you know, I think it was over a long period of time. Albanians all came to America in the 70s. Like, I can tell you literally who came here when. And we basically started doing pizza. we did crime as well. We did pizza store, you know, pizzerias, increasingly restaurants, some slumlording and real estate. And, you know, that was just sort of the business that we had. You know, so everyone had to sort of do their thing, and then the second generation did better. The third generation does even better, hopefully. And yeah, I mean, almost every pizzeria in New York is Albanian, which is really funny. That's just New York, ADR. Albanians don't exist outside of New York. Yeah, INQ's killing me too. I have these 45 calls. I've sold most of them. But to sell more, to be honest. Yeah, there's some Albanians outside of New York, but they mostly went to Detroit. Now they're sort of spreading a little bit here and there. I'm not surprised you have some in Toronto. I'm not bullish. I don't use WAC. I have more IonQ than Rigetti. Yeah, it's hard to be bullish right now. Everything seems overextended and overvalued. I bought IonQ calls, which is out of the money calls, which is saving my ass. I bought them for like, let me see what my purchase price was actually. Nah, I don't think this is an accurate purchase price. It's just $2.45, but I think I bought them for pennies. Maybe not pennies, but I bought them for very little. And they were really out of the money until today. And so the P&L just shot up. My new girlfriend is the same height as me. I think she's taller. I really do. But she thinks we're the same height. I think she's like half an inch taller. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm 5'9", man, so I'm not short. I'm average height, but she's a tall lady. So if we have kids, maybe our kids would be super tall. I'm not short. I'm 5'9", almost 5'10" if I stand up straight. Jinzo, you know better to ask than ask questions like that. Yes, relationship does hamper someone's career quite often. I do want to name my kid Quantum. Ben Braffman is very short. I've had so many lawyers, man. I love Ben. Ben is a goat. Ben was my criminal lawyer. He represented a lot of mob guys. My girl is very skinny. I think I'm a little heavier than her. Let's see, I'm 160. She's probably 130. But yeah, she's 5'9", which I call her beanpole sometimes. I call her my little beanpole. I don't have any mob ties. In prison, I met dozens, if not hundreds, of mob guys, but you don't want to be in the criminal world. You don't want to be in that stuff is not it's not good. It's not healthy. It's dealing with a lot of wild people. I tell you, they're a lot of fun. They're hilarious, but it's not something you want to ingratiate yourself into. I'm not in shape. Ben does look like that, right? But he's not. He's actually Orthodox. Galaxy Gas, I still have it in the office. I'm going to be back in the office on Monday. Biggest short is IonQ right now. Gotta get rid of these fucking calls. Hope we're getting a reversal here in quantum. Hit 20, 1865. Oh, do I have a fucking conference call in 20 minutes? God damn it. I would not use those epic. Yeah, there's no news. This bullshit. It'll run out of gas. But what if there's some quantum longs? I mean, we found short, 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 short. There's got to be a long somewhere, right? I don't know if Google is. I don't think Google thinks there's any commercial opportunity in quantum at all. You have to think about what's the quantum business at the end of the day. No way. That's funny, Drew. Optical. I mean, there's a lot of ways to make a non-silicon computer. Oh.